This episode of Late Night with Ed Money is brought to you in part by Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant, located in downtown Amherst. And if you're local to them, dial for carryout at 440-985-FOOD. Or go to their website, which is ziggyspubandrestaurant.com. If it's a sporting event that you want to see, don't forget your sunglasses, because they have so many 4K TVs it'll burn your retinas. So go to Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant in downtown Amherst.
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now, on with the show.
I'll make it go away. Oh, my bad. You gotta start that over.
Of despair.
Warning, what you're about to hear is an adult show. You will hear anecdotal stories and humorous situations meant for adults. In essence, kids, don't listen or try this at home. Everything you're about to hear is done by drunk, trained professionals. Now enjoy the show.
Deep within the pit of despair. Balls of Christ, dude.
Live from Three Bowls of Crunch Studio in the heart of rock and roll, you're listening to the hottest show on the net, Late Night with Ed Money. Gentlemen, take it away.
Hi! There you go. Why, hello, my friends. You're listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on our website, which is latenightwithedmoney.com, where it's real people have real conversations about life.
We're like rappers.
I know.
I'm like the hype.
Yo.
Just getting out
You're
that
the guy
word.
that goes on stage, does no singing, but just dances like this and goes with the mic and goes, yeah.
I know like every third word I know. I didn't do my
That's all you need to know, because the other guys each know a third word, and you put them all together, and you got some.
But audience members, you're listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on our website, which is latenightwithedmoney.com, where real people have real conversations about life.
Yo.
You can reach us on a ton of sites. Just go to the main site. Any of the links are on there. Or if you Google, Yahoo, or Ask, Bing, do a Jeeves, do any way you can, a DuckDuckGo, whatever it takes to get a hold of us. Player
Pornhub.
Yes.
Wait, what?
I'll take
Sorry.
it. I'll take it. Put me on Pornhub.
Find us on Pornhub. Good for us.
We're right below the guy, the Olympian with the big dong.
Which we're going to get to in a second. Audience members, you're always listening to myself, Ed Money. Right over here is CPF Chuck.
What's up? Byron Dick. And Byron Dick.
You can hear him, but never say what it is. He's in Studio C. We can't afford a camera on him. And you're not worthy is the monk.
What's going on? How are you?
Oh, he sounds a little hoarse.
That's right. And over in Studio B, let's go down to see if he's in Studio B.
Correspondent in the field. There he is.
What's happening?
Jeffrey Neutron.
What do you got, a Fisher Price camera on him?
I do. He does. It's very.
It's like 740 by 480 at the best.
If they were to see it, it's like the teddy bear with the Teddy Ruxpin with a camera.
It's a nanny cam.
nanny cam.
It's all we can afford down here.
720. It,
It's 7:20.
Suddenly you flash to him and somebody's hitting him with a rolled up newspaper.
Oh God! Yes, audience. Thank you for like, share, subscribing. Tell 2 friends. Definitely hit us up on any of the YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, Odyssey, any way that you can. Please. It makes a world to the algorithm. We're going to be leaving you too in your songs if you want to get anything mentioned, which we're going to get to in a second. This is Chandra and Shia Maisel. It's a song "Find You There." So check that out at the end. Send them some love when you get a chance. Any of the things you'll see our Twitters. Send us love. Want to thank the people that are part of the show, not only Ziggy's, Muscle Vodka, etc., but new, which is within this year new, is Allstate Andrew Grizzle in the North Ridgeville office. You can reach him at 440-327-8744 if you just need to save some money. Maybe you have, hey, we had a storm come through. You need an agent out there. Tornado hit. You say, hey, I need an agent that is aggressive, being able to help me
Like
out.
a secret agent?
He'll do it on the sly.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what kind of agent. A double agent?
He comes to your house in a brown paper bag. He does, and he can help you. So check Andrew out again at Allstate, 440-327-8744. And you want to do it now?
No. Go ahead, yeah.
I want to thank our new collaborator, newest one, collaborator with the show. And I got another one I'm working on as well, but this one is fantastic. It is the Brownhill Market Store. So check them out. If you're anywhere in Ohio, you get off at the Baumhart exit, head north to the first traffic light. It's on the corner of North Ridge and Baumhart. It's 605 North Ridge Road, Vermilion, Ohio. Check them out.
It's a cool little store. They got all kinds of shit in there, from food to beer to everything.
Yes.
It's awesome. And everybody that works there is super cool.
Yes.
So be sure and check them out.
Yes.
And stop in there and tell them to give me free stuff. Wait. No, that was out loud, wasn't it? God damn it.
That's right. What they're doing is they're going to be supplying us. We're going to be trying beers of the week. And this week we are trying, it's Outlaw beer from
Jeffrey didn't even wait.
Is he in the studio drinking? You're drinking in the studio. Yes, in Studio B. He's in Studio B. Marcus, it's Outlaw Mile High Light Beer. It's enjoy the cold, punch the pickaxe. That's what it says on there. That's all it really is.
Is it an IPA? What is it?
It says it is a light beer. So here, you go ahead and open it. I trust you. We're gonna try this out. There's two things you're gonna try while he's getting the beer and he's pouring some. I saw this at the store. I don't know if you guys are fans of Funyuns or
I'll eat a fucking Funyun.
But these are different.
That used to be
Funyuns.
my favorite
Funyuns
go-to
God,
food.
yes. Oh yeah.
When I started dabbling in
wait,
What?
ramen flavored fucking Funyuns.
Yes, they're ramen, hot and spicy chicken ramen flavored Funyun.
When I first started dabbling in the marijuana when I was younger,
Mary Jane.
Funyuns were one of my go-tos.
Oh, yeah.
I love Funyuns.
Can you tell
They
me?
give you the most heinous breath ever, and if you thought you stood a chance of talking to a chick when you're in high school, I want to try some pot, and then you eat Funyuns, and every chick there is like, your breath smells like you dragged it across a freaking asshole.
Smells like hot feet.
Hold on, let me try this beer. Jeffrey, what do you think of this beer?
It's pretty good. It's
okay not to like.
I'd say it's
okay
like
not to
a,
if you want to try it.
I'd say it's like a Modelo.
It's a very light,
Yeah.
no bite at the end.
Right. It's a very mild
do you want
lager.
more? 'Cause I'll pour it in a glass.
No, it's very good. It's very good, but I'm good.
Yeah, but I don't want to drink on it if you want.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
It's not
There's
quite
more.
a Pilsner, but it's I'd say like
I
a
could
Modelo,
definitely-
like a southern.
I could drink a bunch of these after mowing my lawn.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not bad. That's not bad. No, it's not
Right.
bad at all.
Yep.
So, audience, if you get a chance, check out, and I will, Outlaw Daredevil since 1859. Enjoy the gold. Punch the pickaxe.
Hold on, let me try these goddamn Funyuns. Ramen
Outlaw
flavored
Mile High-
Funyuns.
Dude, this is crazy. These Funyuns taste like goddamn ramen.
Oh my god, they're amazing.
It's really good, and there's a spice at the end. These are actually really
I would eat
good.
the shit out of these.
These are really
High or not.
You want me to get a
Because
bowl?
we have legal weed in Ohio now, people. Yeah. Been waiting for that since I was 14.
Get your own. Not weed. I'm talking about the Funyuns.
Oh my god, they're good. Fuck yeah.
I was afraid, but they're actually good.
Don't be afraid, Jeffrey. Nothing down here will hurt you.
pour yourself
It'll kill you, but it won't hurt you.
You want to pour
So anyhow,
You want some more or no? Here, you can pour some out.
we just had a
No,
F1
otherwise-
tornado come through.
Otherwise, all you'll hear this whole show is crunch, crunch, crunch.
Crunch and drinking.
We did. We had a
And big thanks to Brownhelm Country Market for
Brownhelm Market Store.
Yep,
Thank you again. Check them out. They've got food during the winter. Listen, during the winter they have amazing paprikash chili. They have beef. I am huge beef mushroom soup.
Of course you are. Look at you. Look at you.
They have corn chowder.
You look more like a mushroom.
Well, they got a bunch of food. So check them out. Check Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant out, or Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant.com.
Muscle vodka.
Muscle vodka.
Just go to
our dude at the
site.
insurance place.
Drew Grizzle at Allstate.
Yeah. Okay, let's get on with this.
Yes. There's a
my God, these are good.
couple you want to hit for. Do you want to do the spaghetti? Start at number 1.
No, well, let's.
Or do you want to do the Olympics, or do you want to go to? Okay, audience members, I'm not following it because of the whole political bullshit.
Olympics are dumb.
They're dumb. In my opinion, the only one
you are watching. I know you are.
Dude, there's only no. You're right.
Gymnastics.
You're wrong.
Don't tell me you're not.
Okay, gymnastics. I'm watching.
And diving.
And
diving.
No,
you know he's watching diving or beach volleyball. He's definitely watching.
I'll watch
beach
that one.
volleyball.
I ain't gonna lie. I won't turn the volume up on that though.
No.
Swear to
It'll
you.
ruin my
Water swimming.
In the background. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Or was it water dancing? Did you watch it? Shit, that was on yesterday. I walked by and I was like, you gotta be kidding
he's
me.
Not, I'm pointing to him like he's next to me. He's in
Right.
Studio B. I don't know where he's at.
Yeah.
So he's looking at.
Although you can kind of see me right there.
No, that's somebody else.
That's somebody else. That's the intern. That's
Yes.
not
Right.
Jeffrey. He's in Studio B. We're
That dumb intern keeps
there.
putting
We're
his
just
arm
wearing
up.
the same shirt.
For the Olympics, I do watch. I won't deny it. I do watch pole vaulting because the chicks are amazing.
Guy got a big wang.
No, wait. We'll get to pole vaulting, volleyball. I'll watch. I do like the
Breakdancing.
gymnastics.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Do you have like your shirt that you made out of the little stick-on letters? Go Simone! Woo! USA!
I'm trying the routines in the room.
Yeah.
It's all red, white, and blue letters.
He's got like his mom's old pantyhose on the end of sticks, and he's doing the.
I've got a
things.
I've got a mini balance beam in the room.
Yeah, it's called your bed frame.
It's called made out of 4x4s.
He's just got a 4x4 on the floor. He's walking on, all off balance.
It's right.
I just ate. I ate at Ziggy's.
Here, put some in the
which
bowl for me.
I was at Ziggy's and I was watching the Olympics. It was
Yes.
women's wrestling.
Who? Now stop
Awesome.
that. Were you really watching women's wrestling?
Absolutely. Yes.
You're kidding. See, I don't know.
Did you pull it out?
I don't know if I
No.
could. I don't know if I could watch that. Is it?
Did
it's
you-
not-
Yes,
You
you
wrestle?
could. Don't you
No,
dare.
I
tell
didn't
us
wrestle. My brother did.
Okay.
My brother wrestled in school.
Well, Ed wrestles
Tony did.
wieners.
Right.
Tony did. But I did catch, since I like pole vault. Dude, listen, some of those. Have you seen the pole vaulting women from Finland?
No.
When I mean beautiful,
Oh yeah.
or Norway, they are. When I mean you're almost transfixed, staring at the screen, not caring. They can be doing 2 foot. You know, you're just transfixed.
Ed.
What is the look for? They're beautiful.
So what you're saying is you sit around all day watching the Olympics.
No, I watch highlights only because
Just highlights.
So you're not even watching the thing. You're watching highlights.
I can't.
Stop.
I can't. It's
Oh yeah, I watched the pole vaulting and I watched the
He's
watermelon.
transfixed for 15 seconds.
Yeah, my attention span.
all
I
he needs.
can't do it.
all
I
he
can't. It goes right into the bank, No, so what I watched the pole vaulting one, and of recent, I can't remember the girl's name because she's new. But dude, I was either Finland or Norway. She hit some record,
Yeah.
landed, and the smile on her face. You saw it?
I saw it.
Oh
yeah.
my god,
That was awesome. She was just like, she knew when she cleared it by like a
yes.
foot, like the whole way down. She was just like, woo!
and when she, not even a joke, she was so beautiful. Even the announcer kept going, "Look at her smile." look at her.
And in reality, it was just Ed Muddy over here
Like, look
doing
at
his
that
own
smile.
commentary.
Dude,
Would you look at her smile?
she's beautiful.
Would ya?
Right.
And all of a sudden, you see him taking down his pants. Look at that smile.
Kept TiVoing in, HD or locking it in. Well, there was a guy, I can't remember the country he was from, Poland or something.
I think it was Poland.
That his whole career ended and took off at the same moment.
That poor guy. Well, poor guy, great guy.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Lucky mother.
Right.
Here we are doing a podcast in a basement.
Right. This dude, for the audience out there, if you didn't get a chance to watch it, look for the highlights. I want to. When you agree, it might have been Poland over there.
All you got to do is put in guy's dong.
Right.
Hits the pole.
Olympic dong.
Yeah.
And you know what's amazing? I keep looking all the way down the street, even though we know how far away Studio B is, and I keep looking like I can see Jeffrey.
Well,
Way down there.
He'll make it up here eventually tonight.
But for the audience, he went to do the event, and he. See, I always wondered. Did you? I didn't do track and field.
Yeah, I pole vaulted. I tried
Did
pole
you?
vaulting. Yeah.
How'd it work out?
I lasted.
You really did. You really.
I tried it. I never got to vault because I just couldn't get it. But I tried it, and when I snapped the pole, I quit.
That's what I was going to ask. How?
Fuck that.
I understand the physics of it, but it's amazing. It's almost magic to think that you run, you hit it, and the way it bends and pops up. Because there's a certain build of people, like you notice the high jump girl.
Dude, I do it as just a big arch.
They never leave the ground.
I'm just standing there like, what
Still
do I do
holding
next,
it.
coach?
Let go and it goes flying out into the neighbor's yard.
You're
The skateboarders are like doing their tricks off it. Is this how this works? Did I win?
You're there. The night comes. You're still stuck in the same position. The skateboarders are still there all day long.
They're doing hand plants off the pole.
Right. Well, this cat. See, that's what's amazing because they do like the high jump people, men, women seem longer and lanky to be able to high jump. Brought like the girls that do the long. I think it's a long jump. Oh my God, their asses and legs are amazing.
Right.
Well,
Same with the high jump girls and guys. High jumping. I high jump. That was my.
Did you?
That was my.
Wait a minute. You did? Because you're shorter than me, dude. How tall? You must have like cricket legs that you can leap like that. A high jump is hard. You got to arch your back and do this crazy twist.
My highest jump was only my height, so it wasn't that impressive.
Which is still high. I go 4 inches and I'm winded.
It's
You do get winded on 4 inches.
when you. Well, I
Made
started.
yourself laugh on that one. Right.
I started with sprints, and
Did
then
you?
I was an
Okay.
anchor in the 440.
I was just the anchor.
And
You were the reason they kept failing. He's the anchor.
he just held him
I'm
back.
like, I got this. What now, coach? You see me out there with a wooden chair, an umbrella, I got lemonade. This is the best spot in the...
They're like, why do skateboarders always follow Chuck?
He's the anchor.
But yeah, so you did all that.
Yeah.
And when you did, was it scary the first time that you pulled? Because you actually have to hold it a funky way, right? The pole vault?
Like you're doing a reverse cowgirl grip on your wiener?
You really do.
So you first learn you get the pole right, and they're different lengths for
These
different
are
heights,
great.
right? There's we were doing I think there were 10-foot poles or 12-foot poles.
Way bigger than your 4 inch.
Right,
Yeah,
which is still
it's got to
a lot.
weigh something in
So,
its own.
First, you just practice running and putting it in the trap, which is the
Thing on the ground.
thing on the ground
Yeah.
the pole goes into. When you get it in the trap, then you got to learn how to jump with it to kind of ride the.
Ride the, the
You don't
inertia,
you
or
don't,
what is that
yeah,
called?
you don't do the bend yet, but you're
Yeah.
trying
Like you
to,
did, Chuck.
You're trying to get used to
I always ride the bend.
the feel of being in the air with it.
Yeah,
Right? And
I
where
get
it's
it.
at and your positioning, and then you start to practice with your turn, whichever way you're going to go, left or right.
And then you got to flip yourself upside down.
That's
push
the crazy
yourself.
part.
That's the
That's
part where it
insane.
gets tricky, and that's where I quit, because after about 2 or 3 times of pressing the pole, because you got to put one hand at the end and one hand down as far as you can to bend, because the bend comes from you're pulling the top of the pole down while you're
Right.
pushing the center.
Yeah, you're forcing the bend.
As you're putting it, like you put it in the trap and then you start to bend it, and then you kick your feet up in the air
Insane.
once it starts to lift you. And that's when you've got to ride it out until you're all the way up, and then you've got to physically pull yourself up like you're you're climbing the rope in gym class, while upside down, and
That's
then
crazy.
you throw yourself
That's crazy.
over the pole,
Yes.
over the.
Is
bars.
there like an Olympic hot dog eating contest I could try?
Because dude,
Or hot wings?
That's it. Nathan's on the 4th of July.
yeah, right. Because
Exactly.
if you watch, the reason I actually love watching the women's pole, those women are. It's almost like a swimmer's. You know how swimmers are always seemed
Lean.
ripped.
They're lean.
Oh yeah, they're ripped.
Is it lean or
Wiry.
But these pole vaulting women, their legs are toned from running, and then their shoulders. It's just you look at them and go, "Holy shit!" You know, they're built. It's like a gymnast build. It's amazing. Well, this dude, for the audience out there, went to do it. Now did you wear a double outfit to make it compress? Because they said a lot of those.
No, this was high school.
He didn't get that far anyhow.
Oh, you didn't. Okay.
No, it was just track. Whatever you wore for track, your shorts and your shirt. It was nothing special. Like we didn't have the skin tight, assless chaps.
He's wearing a big floppy.
Ed's wearing a gimp mask,
leather zip up, whole everything outfit, gimp mask,
except
ball
his dog's
gag.
hanging out.
I got the one with the dong hanging out
off the forehead,
like the unicorn or the chin. With the gimp mask and the
They call him the Rhino.
like this
had the Rhino money.
The Rhino money. Well, what happened was this guy ran, hit the trap, went up. It was going to be a record too.
He made it over the bar.
He made it over, but his dong
hit it on the way down. And they show it. And dude, you might have lost. You might have lost the Olympics, but you gained 1 million women.
Well, it would have been if he got caught, by his dong.
Because dude is packing.
He was, and it was.
It's the dong heard around the world.
It hit, dude. He had. Listen, that had to be the meatiest, thickest dong that it pulled a pole off of.
Well, I mean, they're just balanced up there. It's not like it's hard to knock them over.
Yeah, but dude,
isn't it in a channel or something?
No.
It's just sitting
up there. It just sits on top of. There's two little flat plates that hang on the verticals, and it just sits on it.
Is it so that to see if you hit it?
That way, if you hit it, it falls.
No.
Well, dude did hit it with his wiener.
He hit it with his dong.
Because you don't want to hit it and it stay, because that's a rough way down.
My guess is he's out of the competition, but he's the most popular dude in the Olympic Village.
I want to say that didn't he have? They said
porn companies are already. I don't know
trying to get hold of him.
The porn companies are getting hold of him, and I'm like, you might not be on the box of Wheaties, but you'll be on some kind of box.
Olympic Village. He's just walking around with his arms all like this.
How they get like the fleshlights made out of porn stars' vaginas.
This guy definitely has some kind of contract coming.
Yeah, it's like pole vaulter dong.
I mean, really. And here's the thing. It's not like this is infamy. This is people. Olympics.
People are going to talk about it for the rest of Olympics. In 2024, this dude's dong knocked the pole off. Don't worry about what he looks like or his name. Just know his dong knocked the pole off.
And the next,
remember the size of that thing,
dude? Good God! And then we're like, did he stuff his pants?
No, right?
And then because you're wearing those skin tight outfits. So
well, just wait till 4 years from now when he does the pole vaulting event and wins without a pole.
Well, here
and his 30 children are there to support him. They're all the same age.
They're all the same. Now, when you do that, I've seen videos where dudes will go over and they get caught, like their pants and stuff get caught on the pole.
That is very bad performance by the guy doing it, because when you push yourself up and over, you're supposed to throw the pole away from you.
So it doesn't catch it.
So it doesn't catch, right. Sometimes, though, the momentum just keeps it coming.
You're kidding.
And you really need to pay attention to what's underneath you when you're falling, because kick that shit away. That's rule number one. You don't want to get stuck.
People don't realize.
I've seen videos of them and just falling with the pole. It's like
what, like a lollipop, if you will? Oh,
yeah.
They were pulling their underwear out of their butt for the next week.
Yeah. It's like you catch it right on your grundle, and you're like, "Oh, that was not good."
On your grundle.
I'm not worried about the grundle. I'm worried about an inch south.
Right. You're like, "Please hit my balls. Please hit my balls."
Oh my God! Any of those events, dude. People don't realize those Olympic athletes. They are literally one step from death.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
and hence the reason I stopped when I broke a pole. I'm like, nope.
I will be honest.
Plus, they made you pay for it, and it's like, oh, fuck you guys.
Yeah, fuck you and your pole. I quit, bitches. But I do watch the Winter Olympics, like the bobsled runs.
Oh my God!
Because those are insane, and the luge runs, like the 2-man luge
and skeleton. Yeah.
Because that's
Right.
crazy. Those
What's
guys
skeleton?
can like get cut in half and everything else.
Skeleton is face first, luge is laying backwards.
That's insanity.
I saw the one guy the last winter. Was it last Winter Olympics or the prior? Hit the pole, go off the track, and he like died instantly.
Yeah.
He hit the pole. Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen them where they forget to brake at the end. They're just wham right into the. Oh yeah, because they got brakes on them. You got to brake.
Don't they have a soft snow
It's not a
bank?
water slide,
Right.
Ed.
It's. I mean, even if it's padded, you're
They're
still
going,
going
like,
80 miles an hour.
Yes.
On two little razor sharp rails.
Razor sharp, dude. Yeah, the
See, I'd be
losers.
afraid of. I'd be the guy. My glove. Oh, there goes my finger.
Dude, I've seen him fall off. Have you ever seen him like one guy's pushing and he falls off and he's following the sled
Down. You know, he's just like.
Like the guy that they got that little step and he misses the step and he's just like, ah.
Yep.
And the other dudes are like, we're not going real fast. What's
It
going
is.
on?
Right,
Yeah.
The
right.
dude's behind him by 20 feet.
he's dragging
They're doing like a leisurely cruise down it. La la la. La la la.
or he's caught like his clothes are caught and he's like the just married cans like he got married and he's rattling around behind the thing as he's going down there. Oh god, dude.
So I got a question, Ed.
Go ahead.
What's up with the tiger painting?
Behind for the audience out there, check right. I won
Below your giant double dildo.
Look at how long his arm is from Studio B.
That's Mr. Incredible from the Fantastic Four.
That's right.
This is a tiger painting. I won, and the reason I won,
You won that.
yeah, I won that.
I would be mad as hell if I won a tiger painting.
I won.
Unless it was by Bob Ross
I won
or
it.
Thomas Kincaid.
And I wanted
It
to.
was Bob Kincaid.
It's his brother.
Their love child.
Could you imagine if Thomas Kincaid painted a tiger? It's light.
Yeah.
Its eyes would light up.
Right. And throw a little Christian Lass in there with the underwater sea animals.
Right. I wanted to display it because we have a new listener, and I told the listener, I said, yeah, I won this tiger painting, and they're like,
How did you win said tiger painting?
I was at a place, and they were having a little raffle.
Was it like a fundraiser?
No, it was just for fun.
Somebody just gave that
It
away?
was more fun. It was more fun than Razor, you know.
You don't think they're going to try to sell it?
Right? So I won this tiger.
And if you're out there
painting,
listening, it's your painting. It's wonderful.
yeah, go to YouTube, BitChute, Rumble. You'll be able to see Odyssey. You'll be able
Don't
to
let
see
me
the-
stop your dreams. I've already crushed my own.
It's this tiger painting.
Remember, the show is complete satire.
Yeah, right. Yeah, thank you for saying that. So I
Was that painting?
I wanted to display it.
Sorry, just kidding. I couldn't resist.
That's worse is hearing Monk laugh at that. That's in the background. That's the worst. No, what happened was the cat. For the audience, he always makes fun of me because I have feral cats, and they're not. What is a feral compared to an outdoor cat? Isn't there a difference? Like ferals,
Outdoor cat comes in and is normal, and it's like a family pet cat. Feral is like what 9/10 to wild.
yeah.
That's yours.
No, you
All
could-
of them.
You could kind of pet them.
You
They
can.
eat like rodents and shit.
Yeah, they
Yes.
stay
on a
alive by
regular
eating
basis, and
outdoor things.
Yes.
They're not an indoor cat.
What?
Do they have
no
colors and
Purina cat
dots?
chow in their life.
No.
Then they're feral. Were they born in a house or
No, they were born under a house.
Gutter.
that's feral?
See, Ed, what we have here is the worst petting zoo known to man.
So okay, for the audience out there, we had some random stray cat show up out of nowhere.
Hey, why don't you come on down to Cousin Eddie's Live Animal Petting Zoo and Emporium? We'll be waiting for you there. Down at Highway 9.
Oh, close to Highway 9. We're right off of Highway 9. No, so what happened is there was a random cat, and my dad was still alive at that time, and my dad said,
Feed
Ed,
the cat, Ed.
Yeah, he did. He's
And
like,
then Ed was mistaken and thought he said breed the cat.
right.
And now you have 70 of them now.
Now it's a bad scientific experiment.
Well, so what he
Yeah.
said was, he said, hey, give the kitty some food. My dad felt bad, so I said, God damn it, and one cat turned into 3 cats, turned into 5 cats, you know what I mean?
And then they were all interbreeding, and now they're...
So let me put it in terms that the U.S. population can understand. Do you remember Tiger King? Sort of like that, but with feral kittens.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I know that
Money King.
This is what I was saying to the cat lady that came here. So shout out to the cat lady. I won't say.
Oh yeah, I know the cat lady too.
I won't do an or. Yeah, the CPAP knows the cat lady. Once I started connecting.
Yeah,
some
I was
dots.
like, wait a minute.
I won't say her name. Just
I know her mom and.
Yes.
Stepdad too.
Pick a random name.
No, I won't. Okay. Oh my God, sorry, my sister's trying to call.
That's right, Joanna or something.
Yeah, we'll say.
Sure.
You got to take it, or
no, not at all.
So I can pause it.
Call her Fred.
Fred
the cat lady.
Fred the cat lady. I like that. That's good.
That's actually pretty good.
Fred the cat lady showed up, and what started was I had a bunch of these cats, and all of a sudden this random lady comes to my driveway and says,
"Hey Ed, we don't like you."
Hey Ed, we don't like you. She says, "Hey, are those your cats?" And I go, "What are you talking?" And I happen to know this girl's brother.
Yeah.
And I said, "First of all, what are you talking?" She said, "Well, my dad lives down the road, and a bunch of cats keep showing up at his house, and so so my dad feels bad and he feeds them. And
good, get them out of here."
She followed one of the kitties back and found it at the house here, and saw a bunch of. Then she saw
chewing the leg off a rabbit.
Yeah,
the menagerie of
train wreck of
of kitties. And so she said, "Are these your cats?" And I go, "No, they're just
they're yours now."
I said, "They're outdoor cats." And she says, "Oh, well, she is worried that her dad's going to fall. He's elderly, trying to feed the cats."
And then they will eat him because he can't get up. I get it. I totally get it.
I've heard stories of that, too.
Me too. That's why I said it.
Yeah, they do. They'll eat you.
They'll eat your eyeballs out.
Cats are dicks. They don't give a shit.
They'll eat. Dude, feral cats want to eat, and they're
and breed.
Yeah.
And it's obviously they're doing both in your front porch.
Right.
And if you're laying on the floor dead, they're going to do both to you.
You know, a dog will sit there and try to lick you awake. These cats are dicks, they'll eat you.
Yeah, I've read stories where they eat the eyes. People
eat your eye socket, and then they'll bang
burrow
you
in.
Yeah, they
burrow in and they're
like
living inside you. Yeah, they're living inside you like a tauntaun. The ones outside doing the... And you thought they smelled bad on the outside. That was my little tip of the hat to Harrison Ford.
Right. So the lady says, "Hey, I work with this shelter."
Okay, like an animal rescue.
Thank you, an animal rescue. And so she goes, "Do you mind if we trap them?" And I go, "They're not
like with bear traps."
I go, "You're not going to hurt the. You feel bad."
That big long pole with a loop on the end, and they're like,
dude, is that the worst? Yeah, you feel right. I've seen
putting them in a burlap bag.
Look on it. I'm all the way. I see the cameras.
I've done it. I've done it.
Have you?
Oh yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, there was one cat that I owned. We pulled out of a sewer drain, and I made a makeshift lariat out of twine and something I had in the bed of my
guitar
truck.
string or something.
Well, no, I had some stuff in the back of my truck that I was using to lay out a patio, and it was the string, twine, and the poles, and
a mason string.
So I made a little lariat out of it and got it around the cat's neck and pulled him out.
Real hard.
You gotta be kidding.
So only the body came out, not the head.
Just the head, not the body.
He ended up decapitating a cat by accident.
You left the heads but pulled out the bodies.
Another tip of the hat. That was good.
That was kind of
You're on a movie
reach.
run.
It was kind of a reach.
So she says, "Hey, we show up." Well, yesterday I was mowing. All right,
stepped in a bear trap.
No, I was mowing, and I was in. Dude, I have a pair of Goodwill bell-bottom pants that I mow in.
Really?
Yes, I do. He's raising his hand. Go ahead.
Why am I not surprised that you have bell bottoms still from the Goodwills?
They were my size, and I use them for long.
They were your mom's.
Are they corduroy?
Dude, if they were white corduroy, that'd be amazing.
Ed's out there mowing. You hear.
He looks like he's he's an old cigarette ad for Virginia Slims. You've come a long way, baby.
The hippie fabric in the back pockets. And at the bottom.
Smiley face.
I was so mad, because what happened was these two cars pulling my driveway, and I was like, "Well, who are these?" And they were girls. Like, ladies, get out.
We were like, "Oh, man, finally!"
Right?
It's like I don't remember ordering any. I mean, what?
Right. So I was like, wait a minute. So I bring the mower on over, and I get out, and there was the Fred the cat lady was there, gets out, and I didn't know who she was, and the other lady gets out and says, "Hey, I brought this is Fred the cat lady that's here to help trap the cats," and I was like, "How you doing?" You know,
you like these bell bottoms? They were my mom's.
Those are only the panties that I'm wearing that are my mom's.
It was a thong. And you wear it backwards, so a ball pops out at each side, and it looks like fly eyes.
Right on the front was Oscar the Grouch's face.
It was a tea kettle. Rub it. Wait till you see the steam.
Oh God, no, it's all condensation. I swear, it's just condensation. So I see her, and I'm like, "How you doing?" You know, dude. Here's a funny part. Did you ever get that sensation like, well, you don't because you've been married too long. He'll understand. He's single. Wait, I'm going to point down to Studio B. You down there.
He can see you down the hall.
First of all, I want to thank you for playing into that. That was good. That's good.
You got it.
Oh, fuck. So he understands he's single. You see, guys do this. You don't, and Monk does, and he's so dead on the inside.
Whoa. You're going to pay for that one, money.
You're just so angry all the time, Monk. You're dead on the inside.
That's because he has a job still, Ed.
Right, I know. He's so close. Dude, he's so close. I know.
But if you had a job, you'd be angry too. Look at Jeffrey. Look at how angry he is. If you can see down the hall. Oh, there he is on camera. He's in the green room.
He's in the green room, and we're using a Ring camera to catch him. That's why it's such a grainy. It's Ring.
We're using a nanny cam.
Right. We're using the Teddy Rex and nanny cam. So you get this thing, dude. You see her. It happens to me. I shouldn't be looking down at Studio B. I get this thing anyways that I do. I swear to you, and I don't. It's got to be.
You think everybody's hitting on you?
No, not that.
Yes, you do.
No, but I look at women often. And I'll purge and share this, is when I look at a woman, for some reason, I envision them naked as soon as I see them.
That is of course creepy for everybody listening now.
No. Is it a defense mechanism to cope with?
No, it's because you're a perv.
No, it's not.
Because you're a perv.
No, it's not. Is it?
I don't do that.
It is.
No, what?
I don't know if he's looking at the look on his face too. No.
You're saying
Why do you think cashiers quit immediately as you walk up?
No, I think I do it as a defense mechanism to
handle rejection.
Yeah, I don't know. Really, I do
to be like, you're not as good as my mom.
You know the old expression: if you're speaking in front of people, envision everybody.
Picture everybody naked.
Picture everybody naked. Maybe
they didn't mean literally.
Maybe my brain did something with that when we were younger, learning that.
By did something you mean using it? Wink.
No. Anyways, I saw her. I was like, man, she's cute. You know, but.
Ed, what are you doing in there? I'm practicing giving a speech, Mom.
I'm going blind.
Don't come
Ed, we're over here.
That was a good one. I like that. That was a good one. So I saw her, real nice. Dude, she had these fucking traps that are out there. You saw them.
Yeah.
And she started, as soon as she set them down, man, caught one almost and they're not like...
Well, it's like shooting fish in a bucket out there, Ed. Right? There's like 11D of them.
11D?
At least.
Dude, so she caught one, and I said, what are you going to do with the kitty? She said, we
throw them in the quarry. No, not really. I can't back that up. She actually rescues them.
Wink. No, yeah. Right? No, she does. Where they take them to the place, and she said kittens are in demand. Because people versus an old. Would you adopt an older? Say you're not a cat guy, so let's go dogs. If you saw,
if I was ready to have another dog, and it was exactly what I was looking for,
are you an APL guy? You would go to the APL first, or
if I was looking for a older dog to adopt, absolutely. Or I would do.
It's a tough search in the APL.
Really
is it really?
Because I don't want I would have
a mangy.
My criteria are very high because
really.
Well, I can't get a big dog,
right?
Right. It already has to be housebroken.
Kick your ass.
Yeah. Now, when you got Newman, how did you get?
That was 20 years ago. We got him from a breeder.
Okay, a breeder. Okay, that's different. So
because that was when you. there was only like 10 people that had French bulldogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, now I do see them in the rescues and whatnot.
Right? Jeffrey? Do you have a dog or no?
No.
No. Okay. Have you ever had dogs or no?
I feel like we've talked about this.
I
We
probably
have.
have, but I can't remember.
I
I'm
had
sorry.
2. They died during COVID.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Wow, way to bring up.
know.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Hey,
They weren't my dogs, and I don't like pets.
Oh, fair enough.
Really? Okay.
Too much responsibility.
For
No,
me,
I'm being serious because
so-
when Newman finally went, we were like, oh my god, I didn't realize
All the
how much responsibility.
Yes, yeah, a lot.
So
Yeah.
Is off your shoulders,
as
and
a quick
it's
recap,
crazy.
I've had dogs my entire life. I never wanted a dog.
I get that.
I never wanted one, but I've had one my entire life until my dogs died in 2020, and now I'm like, oh my god, thank
God.
you.
You can come and go as you please.
Dude,
but I do love dogs. I
Except my daughter just lured a feral cat in, and
from Ed's house.
probably
She got it from a rescue out this way.
Well, she works at the shelter, the Parma shelter, and she's in charge of the cats on Wednesdays. And she was
fall
trying to
in love,
rescue
yeah.
it, but they
Yeah,
don't have
yeah.
room, so it's just stuck at our house.
Oh my
She just-
goodness. I get that. What
It's
you
stuck
said
at your
though.
house permanently.
Yeah.
I get that. See, dude, like the hellhound. I didn't choose it. I have now been
Saddled with an animal.
the kitties. I didn't choose them. I'm now in
Right.
same thing. All the animals agreed. I never have gone except for I had 2. The one that saved my life. I had a dog, Australian cattle herder, and I still kept their leashes.
Yeah.
But I chose that dog, and its partner was kind of inherited it, but that was the only dog my entire life. Same thing. It's like you just, by the way, I have a dog, I can't take care of it, you do it, then
Right.
they move and you're stuck with a dog.
Yep.
Or people take them to the shelter, which is shitty.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what happens is this girl said they take the cats in, and kittens are in demand, so everybody loves a little kitten
Right.
until it grows up, and then, but the older ones they spayed and neuter. What is?
Spay and neuter.
One is male, one is female. Spay
Right.
Neuter
I don't know which.
neuter is male, spay is female.
Okay, yeah, they do that now. How do they put a collar on it after? Oh, they do. Okay, so is this cat?
But it's like those Band-Aids that wear off after time.
like Hood does.
Yeah, it just shrinks down when they're out in the wild.
And they're in the rain. It just
no big
dissolves
deal.
away.
So they keep them in the shelter until they're
Yes.
healed.
Oh, do they?
And
Oh,
yes,
they
yeah.
release them.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes they release them. Sometimes they try to find foster homes.
Are they like Wolverine and they heal?
They heal really fast. Like 10, it's so hard to operate on them because they're healing while you're in there.
You just slice it, it heals up.
You cut out their insides and they grow back, so you got to keep doing it. It's like we got 30 sets of balls from this dog. What the hell is going on?
Thank God the Rocky Mountain Oyster Festival's coming
Right.
up.
Well, that's what. Well, she said. The girl said that that they will. Kittens, if they try and find a home. If they get a kitty and they can get older, that some people will take it. A lot of people don't. So what they'll do is re-release it after spayed and neutering it,
Right.
so that it doesn't breed. Which I did not know. She told me. She said the mama cat that gave birth to these kitties is probably pregnant again already.
Oh God,
Oh, yeah.
get rid of that thing right now.
Yeah.
And she said that
Did she already catch that one? Is that one of the
no,
ones?
she's trying to catch that one. And, I guess because of the cat that they said as soon as they're done, which I didn't know this, as soon as they're done weaning
the kittens.
the kittens, that,
They're back on the market.
dude, that's like, if you're
Just like Ed.
Like it's like a surrogate mother. Yeah.
Have you ever seen, like, we went to school, I can't remember who it was, that we went to school with someone, their birthdays were like within a week of each other because it was like the mom had the baby.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And then as soon as she was healed up, the father was on top
Back
of
at it.
What's that called? Like Irish
The link-
twins?
I was going to say, it's Irish twins. Siblings that are within a calendar
Yeah.
year of each other.
Yes, that's not a joke, right?
I know.
That's
It's,
right.
9 months and 3 days.
So the reason they call them Irish twins is because the Irish, who are predominantly
God, that's
Protestant,
Wait,
only have sex to procreate.
okay, right.
So
what? Wait a
it's-
minute. I'm Protestant. And I have sex for more than procreation.
Yeah, but you're
You
not.
have sex with a sock.
You're not from the 1800s. You're not.
Look around here.
Right.
Look around here.
Couch.
Be real close.
I got
I
new
s-
stuff from the
I stand
1800s.
corrected.
Right. Some of the stuff still has a price tag on it from the 1800s. Here. No, but yeah, no, because dude, I enjoy sex, so it's not just for
Right.
to look at us.
Yeah, just ask your couch.
Wait a minute. Yeah, because I never understood that. There's that weird you don't use contraceptive, use contraceptive. I've never been a fan growing up of using condoms. Me personally.
Nobody is.
But
there's some dudes.
I'd rather not have kids. Well, other than the one I have, obviously.
I agree with that. You know, I agree. You're not speaking out of school. I agree with that. If you're in a financial situation, if you were a multi-millionaire, you're Elon Musk, who has what, 9? I think the cat has like 9.
Yeah,
kids.
but he can afford them.
That's what's going to happen.
And he doesn't pay attention to any of them. It's true. He doesn't give a shit about his kids. Not one. It's terrible.
Do I know you?
What number are you?
Right.
The kids have numbers. They don't
They're
have
like
names.
Borgs. It's 7 and 9.
Yes, they have names. Now, if say you're financially able, or Monk, you're out there, Monk. Would you just like him? Would you have more than one, or is again that responsibility? It's not even responsibility. It's just that. Raising kids is it's a challenge. Mentally, I get
especially
it.
Being single.
Yeah, right. And finding a woman our age is like the crapshoot of shoots. It is. Look,
I honestly waited till my daughter was old enough to be on her own to even think about dating again, and now I'm like,
good for you.
Why?
Good for you.
Like,
right.
It's just.
I always tell it, and we've talked about this on a previous show.
Good for you.
You know, God forbid something ever happened to my wife, I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I ain't got the fight. I ain't got the fight in me.
Nope.
Because there's the whole ritual.
I'm going to move in with Chucky.
Right?
I'm going to be happy together, like Felix and Oscar.
I know we're clicking through time, which is good. We're burning. Yeah, we're already 45 minutes in. Here.
Burning time.
You wanted to talk about spaghetti wires behind.
Oh my God.
But I went to Byron's and I do it because he gave me a great solution for it. I want to hear this.
So I last winter I remember I think I told you I made a whole computer media center for myself.
Yes.
Which was just a big pain in the ass.
Right.
But Gary gave me some tips. I finally, because my walls are not straight or even wall. I can't even describe it.
Right.
So I finally got it figured out. Got the whole desktop cut out, so it fit perfect.
Is this just for your computer or for like the TV?
No, just for computer, Xbox, printer, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And the other day I got it in my head that because when I put everything on it, you finally get it done. You're like, fuck yeah!
Right.
But you don't feel like messing with the cords.
Agreed.
So I kept getting
do it while you're installing.
I kept getting my feet tangled and whatnot. So I crawl under said desk.
Oh God!
Pull chair out, crawl under said desk.
Yes.
To this spaghetti mess.
Yes.
Because even when you're like connecting everything, you're like, okay, this wire's here. It's not going to cross this wire.
Do you label them? Are you a labeler?
No, but I could tell what goes to what.
Can you?
Yeah.
You don't. Some people are doing.
No, I'm no labeler.
Okay.
And dude, I crawl under there, and it's the biggest fucking mess of wires.
Right.
And so I'm like, trying to fix them up. I'm getting fucking vertigo because I'm like flipping around and rolling around like one of those fucking shamus where they give them the fish when they come up on the stage.
Yes.
Oh my God, I was so fucking. By the time I was done, I was so mad. I wanted to just throw a match on it.
I see you though as you've always been like you would. Not Ronco or the as seen on TV where you can buy this like a raceway where you put all the cords.
I don't have that. They're just all hanging.
Right? Or did you try and zip tie?
I tried doing the zip tie.
Right. Yeah.
Which kind of works, but
then until you need to change something and then
I was just going to say that.
What did I?
You're like,
do?
oh, I got to pull it through this hole. Son of a bitch! I got to go under there anyhow.
Yes.
I've been that guy. Just like Monk just said. I used to be the zip tie guy. Get them all nice and organized, and then one cable gets fucked up, and you've got to go redo the entire setup because one cable. So now I'm like, spaghetti's fine.
Oh, it's a pet peeve of mine though.
Yeah,
just like when I played in the band, I'd coil up my cords.
Yes.
Make sure everything's in there, put them in the bag. I go to pull them back out, and they're all just a jumbled mess. Like somebody took the bag,
Christmas wire,
shook it up, threw it like out of the car on the way home.
Yes,
put it back in my car, and then like laughed at me.
God, do you know what's the worst with the computer is have you ever like you say you're in there and you put your feet underneath and you're hitting something, you're like I just want to make an adjustment. As soon as you move one thing,
the cable pops out. That's why I was afraid to coil them up.
Right.
So, but I did because I was pulling them out anyhow.
The only thing I thought about is I think I mentioned to you, I've seen where people take flexible pipe and they'll cut like a slice down the center of it. And
Like vacuum hose?
No, it's the did you ever see in your car?
It's like the
under
corrugated
dash?
loom.
Yeah,
Right.
I used to put them in, yeah.
Yeah, like they have like
actually
that.
you could just buy the...
Yep.
you can buy
Buy the
But doesn't
same.
it have to be
Actually.
big? Because those cords aren't small.
You can get pretty big ones. I mean, they
Okay.
make them like up to 1.5 inches or 2
Look,
inches.
is that what the pole vaulter got? A big one?
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. He couldn't find one big enough to put it in.
They use a mold. They molded his dong for cording thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, but his he had to use the 4-inch tile drain for your
Black.
corrugated black pipe.
See, that's the thing too. Is anytime you say after a while you either buy something new or you want to rearrange it,
Yep.
and then you're and do you know what's even worse? For some reason,
Dust collects on everything.
all those
Oh my God! You
that
just
happen?
touch it and it's like
all those
the
cords
nightmare
too.
of hell.
Here's a crazier part. You and I have talked about this, where you have a cord in there, you don't move a single thing, and for some reason one of them goes bad, and you don't
Right.
know why.
Right.
And so you try and you do the taste test where you're doing
Taste test? What are you doing to that poor computer? I'm going to lick this end here and try to put it back in. That should work. Isn't that what that old timer told you at the theater?
He
Lick the end.
did.
Eddie, just lick the end.
The reason he's saying it is I was doing I think it was Ambrosia. Well, I was doing the concert, and right in the middle of the concert, the dude's guitar goes out. He's still out there strumming, and he's going, "Oh my God, help me, baby Jesus!" And his chord went out, and the old timer who had literally in front of me, because it was the first time I had experienced anything like this. Literally in front of me had a plate full of pills that he was shoveling in, and this old timer goes, "I got it," and he runs out on stage in the middle of the show, picks up one end, picks up the other, goes, and just rubs it together, and it worked. And I'm like, note to self: if you ever have, dude,
I'm not licking any cord. I will spend my X amount of dollars and buy
you
a new
can't
one.
tell me you've never done.
I've never licked a cord. No.
Really?
Good freaking God! You can't believe the places these cords have been, Edward.
You have no idea.
Right.
Your
Right.
stage might have been clean. I played in
Yeah,
fucking hardcore
I'm gonna tell
band,
you what.
dude.
The Euclid Tavern is nothing like the Lorraine Palace.
Oh, you're kidding.
Dude,
Those little critters in
Would
the
you-
bathroom can jump 4 feet.
When you stick to the stage, you
Did you stick to the
Oh
stage?
God! Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
gonna say
yes.
which stages.
Are
but
you
I
kidding me?
One time I kneeled down and my knees were dirty just from kneeling down. You know, you kneel in front of your thing to do an
So
adjustment.
you get up and
I got up and my knees were dirty. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And then they smelled like stale beer.
you looked at,
True story.
and it's all just on the grid.
Oh yeah, it looks like I was playing like some Sandlot football.
Are you kidding, dude?
No.
You then if you dropped a pick, you didn't pick it up.
No,
right?
that's why you have 100 of them with you.
I always assume, well, yeah, that makes sense. You were one of
That
the,
I'm not going to bend over and pick up a 1/10 of a penny pick anyhow.
yeah, but dude,
It's super glued to my first finger.
yeah, they do
dug
make
that.
something called Gorilla
Did
Snot.
you ever collect picks or anything when you go to concerts? I
No.
always
No.
try and pick up picks because I thought it
No.
was kind of cool. The name of the band. I'm like, dude, what's funny is I have an
Got
autograph.
the one to say ABBA.
No, I have an autographed Ronnie Millsap pick. How did he autograph it? He's blind. That's the funny part, and it's the truth.
Did it
You're
actually
going to
say
hell
Ronnie
for that
Millsap?
Millsap.
money.
Well then,
I'll have to bring
yeah,
it
but
to-
you can close your eyes and write your name.
Right.
I think
I mean, he's got to be able to sign his name. Somebody's like, "Here's a
Oh,
pick,
dude.
sign it, and put it in his hand."
my name. I could actually sign my name better with my eyes closed than open. I literally just did.
any legal document you sign blindfolded. I wonder if in court you can stand up and say, "I didn't know what I was signing."
My eyes were closed, Your Honor. My eyes were closed.
Oh God, I know. What are we gonna hit? Oh, I know what two things I wanted to hit because they were burning through time, which is a good thing. That means it's a good show. Is that I've been watching these 80s shows, loving the old 80s shows.
Like the original shows from the 80s on like Comet and MeTV.
Yeah. Well, you turned me on to Pluto.
Yeah, yeah.
Freevee.
Yeah. Dude, we always
yeah.
every show I always say I love Love Boat and Chips.
Yep.
I can't believe you love those.
Those are fucking amazing shows, Ed. What do you watch? Columbo, Matlock, Cannon, Ironside, Maude.
I just
Barney Miller.
But
Dude, Barney Miller was a good show. That was a good show. Taxi was a good show too. No, what made it funny was he also turned me on to it's not Hi-Ya, it's on Pluto. Not Flix.
Flicks of Fury.
Right, dude. There's on Pluto for the audience out there. If you go to Pluto TV or not Freevee, what's the other one we use?
Roku.
Tubi has it too. Yeah, but there's two that I have that look like you're staring at the menu for Spectrum. Pluto's one of them.
Pluto, yeah, and
Roku, is it Peacock?
No,
it's not a paid thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, Peacock's free. You just got to pay for the extras.
Right. But this one is the channel is called Flicks of Fury, and it's 80s karate movies. Or the ones that we watched in the 80s. I don't know what year.
Dude, but after you turned me on when we did the show, you talking about Johnny Sacco.
Johnny Sacco, kill! You know, if I had that thing when I was 8 years old, I would fuck some bitches up.
And he was talking
there wouldn't be a school for like 500 square miles.
No. You know that the
giant robot just flying around blowing shit up.
You know how there was always that upperclassman that thought he'd be funny and try to fuck with you? Robot, kill! Sorry, Miss Johnson. I didn't know he was capable of actually doing it.
He just shows up.
Here's your son's head, though, if that's any consolation. I was able to find it.
Sorry, it's
4 blocks over.
It's attached to a Laria that Jeffrey Neutron made.
The pole vaulter had his head in his pants and knocked the pole off.
No. So what happened was he turned me on to it, and I started watching it, and they had. And I know overseas they're allowed to, because of copyright, they have like Avengers, but it's the Moroccan version of Avengers that is so wrong, and they didn't have the budget of the Avengers, so it's bad. Dude, I was watching it was an 80s Spider-Man, but Japanese.
Nice.
Oh, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, listen, it was like you can't stop.
Is it like a train wreck or like a car wreck? You're like driving by and you're like, I don't want to see this.
I don't want to watch it. Yes. And the worst part is it has all those old 80s movies where you watch the graphics like on a computer that it's so, but at the time.
The guy's driving and he's just like wiggling the wheel back and forth.
And they're shooting a bit, and you see someone walking in the background behind him, and you're like, dude, wait a minute, I know that they didn't have the budget.
Right.
Yeah, and I get all
Wasn't
that.
that Johnny Sacco?
And he's carrying a head in his hand.
Robot killed.
But here's the thing. I was watching this 80s Spider-Man, and at first I thought, because it said something in Japanese Spider-Man, and I saw the Spider-Man part of it, and I thought, I don't want to. So the Spider-Man their interpretation of what Spider-Man was and what we see is way different, all right? And this Spider-Man had like a car.
He had a spider car?
He had a spider car, and he's driving around, and he had this big old, it wasn't a web shooter. It was just a communicator that he would talk to the car. It's a Spider-Man! Yes! See, that's it! That's exactly...
Stop before we have to pay copyright.
Yeah, stop it. Stop it.
As long as we're talking, as long as we talk over it.
Let 'em.
It's only talking over it.
Well, you don't make any money. They can't copyright his show.
And there's a limit to once it's
15
already,
seconds.
Yeah,
I think it is.
But once it's over the time that the copyright is over, you can play it. But that
Ed Money,
dude. And I was watching, and I thought, man, the effects were so bad. And
But don't forget that was in the 60s.
And the funny part was,
you know what? They created Ultraman, so they can just
they
say,
did.
Fuck you.
Dude, I love me some
Ultraman was badass.
Ultraman was just as bad, if you remember. It was.
No, it wasn't. I remember it was the best.
It was the best show, but
with the beta capsule.
if you watch it now, you're like, oh my god, what
I
the
do.
hell
I watch
is
it all
this?
the time.
Why did I watch that?
There's a lot of those.
Yeah, but this is the part.
But not Love Boat and Chips. Thank you very much.
When you were a kid, though, you didn't notice I think that maybe that'd be an interesting question scientifically. Is at that age, what were we watching? Maybe 10 to 15. We were watching.
Eddie Money was a basement dweller. He lived in his mom's basement.
that your mind somehow fills in the fantasy gaps.
Like,
You know,
I see what you're saying.
in other words, you
Called the suspension of reality.
yeah, disbelief. You suspend disbelief. I understand that.
Or, yeah,
Maybe
disbelief,
that's what
sorry.
it is.
Like Ed thinks he's living in a perfectly clean basement.
You mean it's not?
So what happened was,
You think it's bad there? You should see Studio B.
That poor kid's head is still rotting in the corner.
look at Jeffrey at Studio B. He's got like a sump pump behind him. He's got the mittens again.
Oh, those are your old Nintendo Power Gloves.
So
That's his girlfriend next week.
So
That's why they're all stained. Look at that thing. Look how stained that thing is.
They're not even on hooks. They're just stuck to the wall.
You just throw it across the room.
Yeah.
It is.
Dude, I was watching it, and when you're a kid, you don't notice the cuts of when they do special effects.
Right.
And Spider-Man had a helmet on, like a helmet, and he was driving a spider car, got out, and a news reporter that he was in love with, the Japanese spider, and so he
You want to fight me?
He commanded the car to chase the bad guy while he helps this lady that was in a wreck.
In his helmet? Did he pull out his web slinger?
But the funny part was when I was watching it, they had like a Daihatsu or some kind of
Shit car.
70s shit car with like 2-inch wheels.
Yeah. Our go-karts over here have bigger wheels than they did.
Yeah, and I get it. Dude, I get
It's like a Datsun Bluebird.
So this is the funny part is Spider-Man goes over to help the lady who's trapped in the car, and of course she's like a reporter / cop / nurse /
So she arrests him, treats him, bangs him, leaves him. Boom.
But the thing that I didn't notice as a kid that I'm watching this show and I go, God, this is terrible and amazing at the same time, is he goes over to the car and goes to like lift the car, and then you see the cut.
Oh yeah.
The cut, and the car goes from being this like Daihatsu or whatever it is to you can physically see it's a cutout like cardboard car.
Yeah.
And he goes, lifts it up, and then all of a sudden it goes, and it pops back to the Daihatsu on its side.
Yeah.
I go, dude, how did I ever not notice that?
Because, you're a kid, yeah.
Right.
You're like 7.
Right. Does your mind fill all that in? Like
Fills in the blanks.
Like Johnny Sacco thinking that this fucking kid was coming. Who in their right mind would allow, what scientist says, let's see, we've got an interdimensional creature that's the size of the Empire State Building. Let's give it to a kid to command.
Be amazing. Because, like I said, I'd be like, oh, remember when you took my cookie out my lunch tray, motherfucker? Robot kill.
Rocket fingers.
Yeah, he did. It was like,
Yes. That's another thing. You go look at it and go, his fingers would shoot off in their rockets. How did they get replaced?
more rockets in his arm, man.
It's what it is. That arm is filled with them.
Right, yes.
Well, that wasn't nearly as bad as what the hell was the show with the robots where the princess had the mech that the boobs shot missiles.
You're kidding.
I missed that one.
It was like
do explain.
Ultron
Do
or
explain.
one of those shows.
Did you ever notice that? Every one of them. What was the one where they looked like birds?
That was, they lived on the flying battleship in space.
No.
They made the Fiery Falcon.
Thunderhawks?
There was something where they all looked like birds.
Yeah, and there was like kind of the...
One was a monkey. One literally
he was friends with the fat kid.
Yes.
He was kind of autistic-y.
He was a monkey that would just not.
He wasn't a monkey.
He went. Yeah, there was one that he wouldn't do the EBD. He wouldn't do that.
I just remember all of their little.
Gleek was the name of the monkey. Was named
Gleek was on the Wonder Twins.
Yeah, I say that was Space Ghost.
Yeah,
Space Ghost.
You're the one I'm thinking of.
Space Ghost.
He was like an autistic kid that was friends with the fat kid, And they all their vehicles went together to form a giant robot.
That's Voltron.
Or no, not a giant robot, but a fiery falcon.
Yes.
Yes.
And they always did. You always could tell they went into high gear by going forward.
Oh, well, that's how you go into high gear, Ed. You're driving a space boat, for crying out loud.
Oh god, that was the. And do you know?
Only 364 days more left to save the world.
Do you know?
Robot kill.
All right, I don't know what it was from. I'm looking, but it was
Okay.
Aphrodite A.
Look at
shot missiles out of her boobs.
So did Tank Girl.
And they just
Nice.
they just like randomly
it's just a
reloaded
cartoon.
somehow.
She was lactating.
This 70s
She
anime.
shot sour milk bombs.
Her torpedo TT.
You mean she was a lactating robot? Robot kill lactate.
Robot kill.
Oh, it was Go Nagai. Go Nagai.
Oh,
It's up there in the top left.
Yes.
But yeah, they had battles, and this was the princess, and she only showed up to like 2 battles.
Right,
because they needed her. Right.
She was breastfeeding him.
Right.
She had to shoot her.
Her to shoot those.
Right. She had to wait for him to be fully engorged before she could shoot him out again.
And what got me
Get really excited.
after I watched the Amazing Spider-Man with the Japanese Spider-Man version, they had the old episode of Bill Bixby was the Incredible Hulk.
Don't get me angry.
The Incredible Hulk.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Motherfucker's eyes turn green. I don't care what he is. I'm leaving.
Real quick before we get into the Hulk,
Yes.
the Spider-Man. Did you watch the one? Is it the one that he had the mech, the airplane? He had a car, but he should have also had an airplane that turned into a mech.
I did not. This is Japanese.
Like a
one?
transformer?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I didn't see it. No.
If you've ever read Ready Player One, they didn't have it in the movie, but if you read it at the very end, instead of the movie, he got into, I don't remember what mech he got into, but in the book, he chose that one because it turned into a car and was self-controlled like the car.
You're kidding.
No, it's really
You know
good.
what I would have done? Robot kill.
And said, Ed, I don't like you.
Ed?
Robot kill Ed.
Listen.
Giant robot.
Right. No.
Robot, kill Ed.
It's a dehumidifier. No. So what happened is after that got over, the Incredible Hulk came on. The old Bill Bixby.
No,
yeah.
those were awesome. I
With-
did watch
And Lou
those.
Ferrigno.
Lou Ferrigno.
Lou Ferrigno, yeah.
But it made no sense to any form of canon, with the book, because in this, first he had the really bad hair. Did you ever notice
I
that?
mean, are you going to tell Lou Ferrigno he's got bad hair? I mean, he's not going to hear you
And all
because
he
he's
did was
deaf,
do
but
he'd do that.
Yeah.
When you read your lips, he's gonna kick your ass.
yeah, exactly.
Well, this is the thing. In this episode that I watched, because again, it was watching on Pluto. I just let it roll, and I'm like, oh my God, dude, I remember these old episodes. It's great. Wonder Woman, all that stuff came on. Bionic Woman, but in the Incredible
Electro Woman and Dinah Girl?
You remember that?
Fuck yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Those were early on spankers.
Dinah Girl was cute. Dinah Girl was cute, dude.
Electro
Electro-
Woman and Dinah Girl.
She was a little bit like your mom, but that Dinah Girl. Woo.
Wait a minute. Which was the younger one? That's Dinah Girl.
Dinah Girl.
She
Yeah.
wasn't like my mom.
No, I said Electro Woman, you idiot.
Oh, Electro Woman.
She was about the same age as Lindsay Wagner in $6 Million Woman.
I will not have you talk bad about Lindsay Wagner. I dig
Never.
Lindsay Wagner. Well, she was fantastically
What if
beautiful.
she had a bionic vagina?
She did.
Robot kill.
Robot bang. Can you imagine you just bang
go.
like this? So they had the Incredible Hulk, and in this one it was the good Hulk versus the bad Hulk, and he was there was a scientist that Bill Bixby met, or the Bruce Banner met, that was helping him cure himself. But the scientist was greedy.
And he wanted the power for himself.
He wanted the power for himself. And he had a wife. Again, the wife was like 90. And he was like...
Well, he tried making her into a Hulk, but it backfired and made her 90. She was actually 40. So.
She was 20 and turned into Maud.
She gets angry and turns into Maud.
Bastard. God, I just had that song up here, too.
She goes from supermodel to Maud.
She's at bingo and somebody calls it. She's one number away. Don't get me angry.
Oh God.
That'd be my luck. I get a superpower and I turn into Maud.
Right.
Wearing that big long house coat all the time.
You're right.
Every episode, it was just a different version of that big, stupid, long house coat that made you.
Wait a
look
minute.
like
That's what being retired is like.
that big. I'm
walk
a cool,
around in my
hip
long
old
house
lady
coat all
in the
day.
70s.
But in the episode, I looked at again. I can't believe as a kid that I wouldn't like. The guy finally figured out the serum, and Bruce Banner was so happy because he'll be cured of the
Right.
Hulk.
Yeah, but, you know.
And
Was
then
it, was it this guy?
wait, let me bring it up. Yes, that's it. God damn it, you quick with that, Jeffrey. Yes, for the audience, go to the BitChute Rumble
Del
YouTube.
Fry.
Yes, look at the look on this guy. That's what they made, and he's not even muscular. He was all scrawny.
He's skinny.
He had chest hair. Look at the chest.
He's
hair.
like evil, shitty Hulk.
He was, and all he
He
did.
almost looks like who's the blue hairy guy in X-Men?
Beast.
The Beast.
The Beast.
Yeah.
He's like his ghetto little brother. The mole.
the moldy one.
Yeah.
He's a moldy
He's
beast.
He's the dirty dust.
He's
Duckwork.
He's the beast that ate the moldy cheese in the fridge, and he started turning into base
I'm getting hairs. That's all right.
Okay, but yeah. So what happened was he was fighting that evil Hulk. And the guy turned into that, and instead, all they did is look at each other and go and growl. But they gave him, dude. Have you ever seen the Halloween teeth you can buy? And I could tell
What,
watching.
like the vampire teeth?
No, they look like
the white plastic ones we'd get when we were kids.
no. Those were the vampire ones. These were like you could tell they looked oversized for the mouth, and it was just really.
Yeah, every kid looked like they were oversized for their mouth when they were little because
And then they were slobbering everywhere.
You'd say 2 words
Yeah.
and it'd shoot out of your mouth onto the ground.
Everybody had the vampire teeth at one point.
Did you use
You'd
the
pick them back up and
Like
shove them
candy
right back
lips.
in your mouth.
The wax lips?
Wax lips.
Hell yeah.
Where eventually you just have that little tiny nut because you kept biting through it, and you're
Or
like,
that, if you didn't get the lips, you got that orange harmonica looking thing.
Oh, it's the worst.
That
dude.
after 15 minutes, you could play one note.
But I watched this episode and I go, and the guy, of course, the creature smashed the serum that was going to save him.
Yeah.
And they always played that sad music at the end.
That it was like
The walk away Hulk.
with like shitty piano.
Right. And as a little kid, I
where's
would.
Wayne with his walk away steps?
Yeah, he's in Alaska, son of a bitch.
I always watched the Hulk on
Good
TV.
for him.
And I'll admit this. When I heard that sad music, I'd always be sad at the end of the Hulk, and I
Why?
kind
Because he's walking away trying to hide again. He had to go to a new town and make enemies.
Yes, he's right. Yes.
No matter where he went, he made an enemy. He couldn't have like a good week.
Right.
They never on the show had him have a good week where he like went horseback riding and canoeing and shit.
Never rode off into the sunset. It
You
was
sure
always
he-
sad walk
You
away.
sure he just wasn't a dick and pissing people off?
Right.
So they fuck with him?
Is it right?
I mean, if they would have listened to him and not made him angry,
Right.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yes. Is it there? It's not quite it, but it's close.
Yeah,
Here's
close
the thing.
enough.
I always wondered about that. Is that why couldn't they have episodes like you said that like the Hulk got laid, he got a girlfriend, and then
They didn't play this one.
you know.
That was his best day ever. He was bowling, killing it. Fucking
Smoking a
Chucking the
cigarette.
ball.
One of them.
And in the episode too with the bad Hulk, because the doctor worked at
a batting cage.
No, not
A day spa.
not a
Come in for our skin treatments. He'll turn
not
green.
an asylum was also called a sanitarium, right?
Sanitarium.
Or a water
Or
park.
I think a sanitation.
Sanatorium?
Or a water
Sanitarium.
park.
Water park.
Yeah, it was not sanitation.
Sanitarium.
Sanitarium. Right, he worked there, but this made no sense. They tried to, put the Hulk in a straitjacket, and of course, he tore through it, and he ran, and all the crazy people, loved him. But he got tired, and as he sat down, he transformed back into Bruce Banner. I go, he's a Hulk. Couldn't he just jump away? But not in this old 70s episodes. He would just get tired. You know what I mean? How did I not notice any of these bad effects in these movies? Like Spider-Man going up the wall.
But you got to remember, in the 70s, those were good effects.
Yeah. those were great.
Like, do you remember how they originally came out the first time, the Batman?
I was going to say that, where they had to turn the camera sideways.
Flip the camera. Wait a minute. Who was the one that revolutionized effects? Was that George Lucas in the 76, 77? When he did Star Wars?
It was like in the 1800s. Are you insane?
No, I don't know who was like a pioneer. I know
we were making like two-way mirror glass things back in the 1800s.
And don't forget, the Jason and the Argonauts, all that stop motion.
What would be the movie that you remember that you went, holy shit, that was an amazing movie? You know, like, it blew your mind. What movie did you go
Star Wars.
You thought Star Wars
blew my mind. I was, 7, 8 years old? And to see that on the big screen, I shit my pants. I still love that movie. That, Jaws, Caddyshack.
Have you
Smokey and the Bandit?
Fuck yeah, Smokey and the Bandit, Cannonball Run.
Yeah, Cannonball Run was probably one of the great. I think that Chuck and I were talking before the mics came on about movies. John, I don't know what it was. There'll never be another John Hughes.
No, John Hughes movies were amazing.
I don't know how it connected. Not coming of age.
Well, I think it's because we were that age when those. At the same age as the kids in the movie at the time.
What do you think is happening nowadays that with movies and shows that they're just not successful anymore?
Because they don't have any original ideas.
The kids
they don't have any original ideas. They try to rehash a movie, or they'll take a movie, change the title, change it just a little bit.
Like they're doing a Crow. I think they shouldn't be remade.
Yeah, but
I think the original Crow with Brandon Lee was a fantastic movie.
Hell yeah.
Maybe they could have done
second one sucked.
Maybe they could do Son of Crow or something, you know?
But here's the thing. You can't recreate magic in certain respects.
No, that's like if they try to redo Caddyshack. Good luck.
You can't.
Or Porky's.
Wait, hear me out though. I just posted this on Threads because somebody was talking about The Last Starfighter.
I love that movie.
I want to see a new one.
They're making it.
They've got to, but
they're filming it right now.
No. Yes, perfect.
Now, is it because the story was great, or because you want it because new effects, modern effects?
I want to see the story with the new effects because the movie was amazing.
The
story
great.
was awesome, but imagine how well they could do it now just because of the effects. Just amazing.
But you don't want them to do like The Lost Boys. You can't.
No.
Because number one, the soundtrack was amazing. They'll try to update the soundtrack. You can't.
You can't.
And the actors were all perfect in it. Just like Caddyshack.
Right.
Every actor in Caddyshack was perfect for their role.
Yes.
You couldn't get a better cast to play.
Agreed.
So
it's like Red Dawn. They fucked up the remake. It was so bad.
Was that Patrick Swayze was in the
first one, yeah. The original. Well, the original had all of the Brat Pack. It was Patrick Swayze, C. Thomas Howell, Rob Lowe, all of them, and then the new one was just garbage.
Just like the new Karate Kid.
Oh yeah,
that was
with
terrible.
Will Smith's kid,
Willow or whatever his name is.
Willow's the daughter.
And it was Jackie Chan. It was horrible.
Terrible.
I'm like, why would you try to redo a classic?
Yes.
You know, if you ain't got an original idea, guess what? Wait to make your movie till you get an original idea.
See, I don't think they should.
Except for The Last Starfighter, which I can't wait to see.
This is where I'm saying is that when they try and remake movies, I think you're trying to regain the magic in a bottle,
or you're trying to get like since they're redoing The Last Starfighter, they know that guys our age who loved that movie when we were kids will go see it and hopefully take their kids.
And the kids will be like, "Oh my god, that was so good!" Right.
Well, he
they're gonna go,
proposed an
Dad,
idea.
you suck.
Right, like what is this garbage?
What he proposed an idea to me was that when we were talking is that those movies were for our generation, so the new generation never really saw it. So the movie remake will be that same magic to them.
But they're so crappy, they're not.
I think like you keyed into a lot was the soundtrack, like The Crow. The soundtrack made the movie.
Right. Just like, and I know this is an obscure reference, the movie Valley Girl. They tried to remake it.
Yep.
The original Valley Girl with Nicolas Cage and who was Dottie from Pee-wee?
Elizabeth Daly.
There you go.
Yes.
Daly.
And then the chick from April Fools and all that. That was a great movie. And the soundtrack made the fucking movie. You know, and they tried to update it, and it was just like, this sucks.
Right. Do you know what they did?
Can't. It was just gritty and dirty and grimy.
Yeah,
and
another
cheap
movie
budget
that I
and-
think the soundtrack made it. Heavy Metal.
That's a great
Heavy
movie.
Metal. Fucking awesome.
I'll watch that anytime it's on while I'm
Yep.
smoking pot.
Absolutely.
And it stands up. It
does.
It has held to the.
Wait, maybe I want to make sure I'm not confusing it. There were 2 animated movies that had great soundtracks. One of them had the little magic ball. Was that Heavy Metal?
Heavy Metal.
Heavy Metal.
And then,
with John Candy.
and what was the one that had like the lady blonde hair? She was a warrior. Was that Heavy Metal?
That was Heavy Metal 2, or
Well,
Right.
there was two. There
Right.
was Heavy Metal Part 1 and Heavy Metal Part
Part
2.
2.
Both great soundtracks, and they were both actually really good.
right.
Right.
But you know the soundtrack. I mean, it had frickin' what's his name that sings for Van Halen now or did?
Sammy
Hagar had that song Heavy Metal, and it's a jam.
Yeah.
You know, and it had Devo on it, and all these other great fucking bands.
There's a series I just watched recently. I think it's on Max, HBO Max, whatever the hell it's called. I can't remember the name of it.
I was gonna write it down because I got Max.
I was gonna have to look it up, but it's
Yeah,
something
text
about
it to
heavy. It's not heavy metal, but it's something along those lines. And there's no dialogue. It's all like different animators doing different songs, and it is phenomenal.
Oh, you're kidding.
Dude, text it to me when you go home because
yeah,
I'm really
I'll
curious,
have
and we'll
to-
post it on the site too.
I'll
Yeah.
look it up if I can find it. I'll post it. I'll definitely.
When you get
look
your
for
power
it.
back
Right,
on,
when
of
I get my power back. But I mean, I was just kind of browsing through, and I found this and went, all right, well, this looks interesting. And usually I just throw something on the TV in the background and I
Yeah.
scroll through my
Sure,
feeds or whatever.
sure.
I put my phone down and just watched the whole thing, just enthralled.
Was it animated or was it a?
Yeah, it was animated. I don't know what the hell that was.
No, it was an
It looked
animated
like
show.
a brown booger. Eat it.
No, it was,
Not that. I'm saying the show. Was it an animated show or was
yeah, it was. So my best understanding of it is they picked heavy metal songs
Yes.
and different animators animated it, and it's just
So for each segment,
each segment was a different animator,
I
but it
gotta see
kind of
that.
told a story, and it was
Do you know who does
just
it?
awesome.
Do you know what? I wonder if they're trying to regain like, I love this series. I don't know if it's on Netflix or if it's on Hulu. It's Love, Death, and Robots.
Love, Death, and Robots. It's on
Love,
Netflix.
Netflix.
It's got 2 seasons.
Have you watched it?
I don't have Netflix,
I
but I'm sure I'll have your password by the time I leave here today.
I didn't. I was using some wink. I was using someone else's at that time, and it was either Netflix or Amazon, one or the other, but not on Amazon because you would have watched it.
Yeah, I would have watched it.
It was great. It was exactly what he's saying. Each episode was like a Black Mirror. You ever seen the Black Mirror?
Ah, there it is.
Which one? Black Mirror? The
No, Metalocalypse.
Here, I'm going to bring it up.
Oh, Metalocalypse.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Metal.
Right? Did you see it?
Yes.
It is fucking amazing.
It's an
It
Ultimate
is-
Guitar, such as Ultimate Guitar. Yeah.
Why?
And so each episode was a different director.
I don't know. Well, here it is. Metal. I can't do what I'm trying to do. Oh, because I'm hitting the space bar, not the stupid.
Okay, there you go.
All right, so Deathlock is a death metal band enjoys a love of popularity, blah, 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 blah,
Deathlock?
blah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, describe them
Fictional
as
band
like
members.
the Beatles.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. But, right, look it up. It was a good show. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, Love, Death, and Robots is the same way. Each episode is its own little story. The soundtracks are good, but again, there's so many things back then that you're trying to recreate that I don't know if you.
That's just me texting you, so I have the text.
Okay, but that's the thing. You can't, with modern musicians that don't exist anymore. The idea.
They're still out there, but they're just doing it for themselves because they're not going to make any money.
Right.
That's
Trust me.
That's what makes a movie. I think 9 out of
Trust
10
me.
is a great soundtrack. Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Amazing soundtrack.
The sound. You know what?
It was perfect.
You and I were talking. We're going to do a little game for the audience out there.
Yeah.
Coming up, we're going to be doing, not now.
Not
but
today.
In the future, Monk is going to grab some songs. I'm going to talk to him. And we're going to play it. And you think of the movie. Now, I only do one.
Get out of here. This is the easiest game in the world for like Chucky and me.
Right.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but not for
We're gonna tear this up.
the audience out there. He said, I'm
I
going to
have like high score.
And
The
you
only
can-
time I've ever had high
and
score.
You can even play it. There's a scene every time I hear that Cars song, makes me think of Phoebe Gates. Phoebe Gates.
Cars song.
Phoebe. I'm scared of her.
I didn't even have to say it. I already knew it.
Phoebe Cates.
That's right.
Cars.
Getting out of
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
There it is. That's what we'll do. A little game.
in stereo.
We can do 6 songs, and Monk will randomly choose it from a movie and say what movie. Because that's what I think. People underestimate the power of music in a movies.
Yeah, and they've there used to be like this super musical coordinator who was like top of his field, and now it's just like, hey, Bill, bring your hard drive and let's see what music we can put on this.
Dude, not a joke. Who's
the cheapest band we can get to write original music for? That's what it is. They used to pay big fucking dollars to big bands to get music. Now they don't do that anymore.
The guy that did John wrote the soundtrack for Star Wars. When you hear the Star Wars song,
oh my god, dude! All you need to hear
know his name. Why can't I think of it?
Yeah, it's John something, not John Grissom.
No, they always say it on Family Guy. Ladies and gentlemen,
yes,
Holmes, John Holmes.
Yes, he played the big wiener.
Right,
but
we just saw him pole vault.
But the same thing. I think musicians are well not appreciated when it comes to movies. Anyways, I know we're over. So audience, we're going to leave.
John Williams.
John Williams. Thank you, John Williams. Again, when you hear just a few notes of the Star Wars. There it is. There it is. The Darth Vader. It's there. It's in your mind, and it's infused, and that's missing, I think, in the movie.
Yeah, because they don't. Like I said, they don't let the people do their job. They're like, Bill, you got somebody down at the local club that half-assed a song.
Get someone from Karaoke Night that you could have.
Yeah. That's one of the things I like about the Marvel movies. They don't have their own music, but they hand select classic rock that just is perfect for the movie.
Right.
It's like, oh wait, we've got this random scene. I got a perfect song for that, and people are like, no, you don't. I'm like, oh my god, it's perfect. You're right.
Like
it's
when they were doing
perfect.
what was that movie? The Battleship movie. Remember that Battleship movie?
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing if you ever get the chance to see it.
Not Rihanna or whoever's in it.
One of those.
The remake Battleship?
Yeah. But they're using Thunderstruck when they're trying to amp up the dudes, and it fits so fucking perfect. Nowadays, you don't hear that.
Right. It's because when we'll end on this.
This one right here. Oh, come on now.
What?
I can name that tune in one note.
Name it too.
Right. What? That's James Bond.
Yep.
There you go.
James Bond. Spy Who Loved Me?
No,
it's every James Bond. That's the theme song.
Okay.
It's like, and you can see the gun going across it.
Isn't it Peter Gunn?
And I was...
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's a different one.
A perfect soundtrack. And
that was the Hornet song.
Yeah, Peter Gunn is...
Go ahead.
If anybody's interested, about a year ago, they released a box set called the John Hughes Mixtape. And it's every song from every John Hughes movie in a box set, and it's fucking awesome.
I'll bet.
You can find it on Amazon, dirt cheap.
Yeah. Did John Hughes do Weird Science? Was he the director of that?
I believe he did.
Because you and I were talking Oingo Boingo, I think.
Oingo Boingo was on that soundtrack.
Great songs.
Because they did Weird Science.
Yeah, Weird Science. There it is. Dude,
Weird Science.
We're gonna be leaving you with
Danny Elfman's genius.
Danny Elfman, and Shia Mazel's a song "Find You There." Check it out, audience members. Thank you for hanging in there till the end of the show. Remember to like, share, subscribe, tell your friends.
Check out all our sponsors.
Check out everything,
whichever one we talked about today. Please. And also, thanks again for the beer,
Brownhill Market Store. Every week we're going to be doing this is not this beer, but we're going to be doing today's was Outlaw. Where did I go? Outlaw Mile High Light Beer. So check
give it a whirl. It was actually really good.
It is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was you can go there and they have samples for 99 cents. Food's fantastic. Try it out. Audience members, you're listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on the website, which is latenightwithedmoney.com, where it's real people have real conversations about life.
What?
About life. You listen to myself, Ed Money, right over here at CPAP Chuck.
We'll see ya.
Chuck Dick.
Hey, Jeffrey Dick. Jeffrey Dick.
That's deleted to squeak that one out.
I was like giving him the evil eye.
In Studio C, where we don't have the money for a camera, you can always hear him but never see him as the Monk.
Bye.
And way down in Studio B is our local genius, Jeffrey Neutron.
Night, everybody.
Audience members, again, like, share, subscribe, tell 2 friends. Don't be materialistic because it gets you nowhere. And always remember that you are somebody. And after that, we are out of here.
That's just
Robot
the
kill.
false truth. No need to argue. And yeah, I've had enough. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone. I find you there. There's more to me. Everywhere I try to go alone, I find you there. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. Oh, there's more to me, but anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. I find you there. I'm so scared to leave my house, so I cannot run free from this. Always being watched by you, and that's so inconsiderate. My privacy, does that exist? Probably haven't heard of it. Need to live a different life, cause lights and cameras are in it. Trying to find a silver lining. All I wanna do is avoid the violence. But you're here again, I'm losing it. There's no more screaming in silence. Get out my face, turn off the flash. I hate the fame, no more of that. Leave me alone, or I'll collapse. I need a break, don't feel the crack. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. There's more to me, everywhere I try to go alone, I find you there. Yeah, yeah. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. Oh, there's more to me, but anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. I find you there.
You've been listening to Late Night with Ed Money, brought to you by 3 Bowls of Crunch Production. Late Night with Ed Money is a copyrighted show, and any unauthorized reproduction for sale is strictly prohibited without written and or verbal consent from Ed Money. Otherwise, we'll find out where you live and beat the shit out of you. Thank you for listening.